Welcome to Estonian Cricket Weekly. I am Ragne Hallik. Before we start, don't forget to like the video, subscribe and share it with your friends to help us spread Estonian cricket to the world. This week we are at Saaremaa. But first we take a look at last weekend's games.
The first match of the T10 season saw the Hippos against the Super Strikers, with the Super Strikers batting first. A few wickets fell early, but Habib and Ali kept the runs flowing before late cameos from Gul and Cheyenne took the total to 159 for 5. The Hippos also lost early wickets, but opener Dave scored a match-high 96 not out from 36 balls to almost snatch victory for the Hippos. They fell 13 runs short, handing the win to the Super Strikers. Player of the match was Habib for his 53 from 20 and 1 wicket. Match 2 saw the Stallions take on the Vikings. Vikings batted first, with Badril and Rupam the best of their batters, scoring freely. They finished on 136 for 6. Stallions were looking good, with Zishan scoring 76 from 32, aided by an explosive cameo from Monier, who scored 31 from 16. Just 4 runs were needed from the final over, but with Zishan off strike, Sakib struck twice for the Vikings, leaving 2 needed from the final ball. Bejon was only able to hit a single, sending the match to a golden ball. Zishan took strike and lofted the ball for 4 to secure the Stallions' victory. He was named player of the match for his 76 runs. Next up was the first appearance for the year for the NATO Battle Group team, up against United. United batted first and scored well, with Sahil scoring an unbeaten 56 from just 21 balls, and Ayush and Nand contributing as well, taking the score to 141 for 4. The chase never really got going for the EFP team, with wickets falling regularly and United able to cut off the boundaries. They finished on 42 for 8, handing United a 99-run victory. Player of the match was Sahil for his 56 runs and 2 wickets. Match 4 saw the Vikings taking on the Stars, and the Stars batted first. The Stars lost wickets regularly, with only Shoaib and Nazmul able to get any momentum going. They set a target of 102. Vikings looked comfortable throughout the chase, with Rupam scoring an unbeaten 55 from 22 balls, aided by Shahnawaz and Sakib, and they scored the winning runs in the 8th over for an 8-wicket victory. Player of the match was Rupam for his 55 runs and 1 wicket. The final T10 match of the week saw the Stars against the EFP Battle Group, and the NATO side batted first. In an improved performance from the earlier game, they scored 87 for 6, with Rai top scoring with 25 from 17. Stars lost a few wickets, but were never really troubled, with Shoaib and Sheben both scoring quickly. They scored the winning runs in the 9th over for a 6-wicket victory. Player of the match was Riaz. The SBH Solutions Pro 40 Liga kicked off on Saturday with 2 matches. Talon United Raptors 189 for 10 defeated Talon Stallions 141 for 10 by 48 runs. Player of the match was Anurag for his 29 runs and 3 wickets. Talon Strikers 342 for 7 defeated Talon Hippos 206 for 10 by 136 runs. Player of the match was Ali Masood for his 111 runs. In the Women's Super 8s, Saaremaa Tuleveski 132 for 2 defeated Tiskra Penguins 84 for 1 by 48 runs. Player of the match was Marit Valner.
Stallions needed the golden ball to beat Vikings last week, while Stars had 1 win and 1 loss. I think Stallions will be better this week and too strong for their opponents. Stallions to win. The Super Strikers showed last week that they have the batting power to put on huge scores in T10, but despite winning, they also conceded a lot of runs. Against Riders, I expect them to do the first part, but not the second. Super Strikers to win. This will be Wolves' first T10 league game, while Riders are backing up from the earlier game. I think that will give Riders the edge, but if Wolves have been watching earlier games, perhaps they will be well prepared. Riders to win. Bulls have a tough task in their first game of the MET10, but they do have a few national team players, and if 1 or 2 of them step up, perhaps an upset could be on the cards. But I don't think so. Super Strikers to win. The final game of the weekend should be a close one. I think both teams have the talent to win this. It will be a matter of who bowls the tightest, who takes their chances, and who can build a partnership or two. Wolves to win. United looked very good for most of their game against Stallions last week, while Hippos were a mixed bag, a couple of standout players, but beaten comfortably by strikers. I think it will be a repeat this week. United to win. Stallions were not at their best last week, but still pushed United. They'll face another tough challenge in the form of Riders this week. I expect this to be close, without either team batting their full complement of overs. Stallions to win.
At the end of every episode, I will teach you a cricket term in Estonian. This week's term is dot-ball, täpipall. Dot-ball in Estonian is täpipall. Aitäh vaatamast ja kohtume järgmisel nädalal. Thanks to our sponsors for their continued support of cricket in Estonia.